This is a continuation from my last video, because it's still Friday night. We lost our power. I showed them some of the storm, because I had to go get Aiden from school.
When did you take it? Oh, I was going to say, you take it outside. Look at the rain.
No. It's been crappy all day, and then he came home from work early.
I was let out of work early, and we were, like, pleasantly surprised. I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, it's just because of the storm. I'm like, oh, okay.
We lost power at like 2 o'clock after I brought.
I didn't know that. So I come, I call every day on my way home. Hey, I'm on my way home. You need anything? I'm like, what? The power went out at 2 o'clock. This is 4 o'clock, mind you.
Yeah.
The power went out at 2 o'clock. The basement's flooded.
Because the sub pump stopped working because the power went out, and I'm like with a bucket trying to shovel water out of the laundry
I taught her how to
room,
fix this.
and I couldn't keep up with it.
All she had to do is, if the basement starts to flood, you just got to check the gutter outside.
Well, I was
it
panicking because
it tends to fall. Well,
when we lost the power, I went out to go get batteries because our little, what's it called, lantern, I thought the batteries were dead. It's a good thing I bought another lantern because I put brand new batteries in the other one and it still doesn't work, so it's the damn light bulb that's in it. And
never works when you want it to.
I know. But I was going to go to Walmart, and both exits on the highway to get there were blocked off for some reason on both sides of the highway, coming back too. I don't know what that was about. So I went to Target instead, which is a little further away, and got a lantern and a bunch of D batteries and Dr. Seuss stuff because the dollar section had Dr. Seuss stuff. And then I came home and the basement was flooded, so that was a fun day. I can't wait to go to bed. It's only like 7:30 and we're ready to go to bed. And Aiden's gonna come like sleeping with us because his room is soaking wet.
Aiden always carries the blunt of the storm. Yes, green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham. And now it's gonna get cold tonight, and we don't have heat because everything in this house is freaking electric, and we don't have a generator.
It's supposed to be around freezing.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
My hand's getting.
So we've had a fun night, and then I came home.
He has a 3-day weekend and
fixed
has to
the
deal
problem
with this.
all in about fucking 4 minutes out in the
Steven,
rain.
I had just came home when you called, and I was panicking. Like, I came home to that.
I know, but it took me 45 minutes to get home, so it got 45 minutes more worse.
Whatever. It's now when the power does come back on, which I'm anticipating it being 2-3 days again like last time. It was at Halloween because we went trick-or-treating and that street over there didn't have any of the power.
Yeah, our power came back on Halloween.
But what was I saying? I'm so tired and I have a headache. What was I saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh yeah, when the power does come back, then we have to go to Home Depot. We have to get the rug machine to suck all the water out of his rug and hope that we can.
We're experts at it now.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to get a new carpet in there because it's been soaked like that too many times. It's just gross now. Like it smells and bleh.
Little guy chilling out next to me.
Yeah, so we're gonna shut this off because I gotta save my battery.
Say hi.
Hi, Mom.
Right here. Say hi.
Hi, Aiden.
Yes, hi, Aiden. All right, so do you want to finish on a final thought, or is this just like a small part?
We'll do a continuation tomorrow.
I'll tell you how bad our night sucked.
I hope to God the power comes back in the morning, at least, because we're going to lose all our food. I got Peapod groceries coming tomorrow.
In the door.
I can't get on the internet because, like, yeah, the internet's not even working, like, with the, I have the Wi-Fi turned off, hoping that my phone would work, and I can't even get on the internet that way, so.
And my phone always works.
The house phone doesn't work because it's connected to the internet. Ugh.
Oh, the problems of millennials.
But we got these.
Oh, Jesus.
Pancakes and syrup peeps. I had to order these online because you can't find them.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Hold on. You gotta hold me back to contain my excitement.
That's gonna be the thumbnail for this video. Do I look like shit right now? Because today is Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon and we just got our power back a little while ago. So this has not been fun. Let me show you Aiden's room right now. It's soaked. We just went to get new carpet for his room and the padding because it's just not salvageable to save that rug. So let me show you the nightmare that has been my weekend. Ready? Squish. Showing a before and after. This is all where we've walked. That's why you can see it didn't quite make it over here. Love you. Da-na-na-na. Alright, so this is like hours later from us recording before. Just get the mat down. What's this called? Padding?
Yeah, it's just padding.
Under rug padding. And his
Half-inch
crap is
padding.
all thrown in our room right now, so it's a mess in there. I can't wait to get it back in here. But now he's gonna put the rug down.
It's right there.
Yep.
And that's going to be fun getting it in here.
Mm-hmm.
Our whole lives have been squashed into our little living room.
Yeah.
Meaning our son's life, too.
Today
All of his room is in the
Today
middle
has
of the room.
sucked. I can't wait to friggin' be done with this and relax and have freaking TV tonight.
You ain't getting TV tonight. I'm going to be on Minecraft. I'll watch something with you, baby.
Okay. I love you.
I love
Oh
you
look,
too.
a drawing on the wall that I just noticed. Time to break out the Mr. Clean.
Did you ever show them
Yeah,
the things
everybody's
that we
seen
drew?
this.
We
Should-
drew them only because Megan had an obsession with Dr. Seuss as
And
a
now,
child.
and now Aiden does.
And
So.
now our son does. Look at it, this stuff is wanting to come off.
I know. They're old. Okay. Aside from the fact that I need to change his sheets, everything is back in here now. And he likes his carpet. It's nice and soft. This is softer than the one that we had before. Now I'm ready for bed. We had to take everything out and put the carpet down and then put everything back in. Oh my lord. I'm glad it's over with. What you drawing?
What's a drawing?
What's that?
Alien.
An alien? Alright. So, that was our day today. Okay, it's on. You can say hi.
Hi.
Today is Tuesday. I haven't filmed since... I think I filmed something on Sunday. Yeah, because that's when we were doing Aiden's carpet. The weekend was just terrible. No power for 3 days. His room flooded, which... The stupid gutter, which is right on this side of the house that I can see right now, it's like... We have an extension on it to bring the water like further away from the house because the dip down to the basement door is over there and then Aiden's room is right over here. So if water starts going near the basement door, it just starts getting in through there. And I didn't realize that the stupid wind had knocked the extension off the gutter. So the water was just sloshing down towards the basement door. And I kept checking all day. When I left to go get those batteries for the lantern thing, and I bought another lantern, I went to Target. I came back and the laundry room was flooded, so I was like, oh no, because once it hits the laundry room, it immediately rolls towards Aiden's room. So the rug was just drenched and we had to buy a new carpet. Ugh, pain in the butt. And then Steven's dad did come down this weekend, and just as I suspected, nothing got done. She's not going to Vermont with him. He didn't even talk to her about it, because what he said to Steven, and he does make a point with this because I know this is what would happen. He said that because his sister is the medical proxy, she would end up ordering his grandmother to go for like a psych evaluation. They would see that she's not of sound mind, and she would either take him to court or whatever and say that her mother was not in the right state of mind to be making decisions to move all the way up to Vermont. So I know that is what would probably happen, even though she never comes to visit her mother or anything. She would do that just to spite her brother because they can't stand each other. So he left it at, when something else happens, she's gonna have to go to a nursing home. So she was terrible yesterday. She fell yesterday morning. Luckily Steven had yesterday off. If she falls today, like, I'm gonna have to call an ambulance because I can't keep calling him from work. I said that in the last vlog. His boss keeps getting pissed. Like, his boss doesn't have an issue with him having to have days off or leave if it's something with Aiden, but the way he put it, how did he tell me he said it? He doesn't see his grandmother as a good enough reason to be missing so much work and stuff, because even he's like, why is she not in a nursing home if she needs this much care? So, hi buddy. So that's what's going on. I mean, it's the same crap over and over again. I feel like a broken record all the time. And it's early and I just came out here in the car because I'm sick of her asking me what day it is. It's just like repeating myself so much. Trying not to think about it here. I'm gonna go get some stuff because we had to throw away all our condiments. Like, we have a giant cooler from the last time we lost power, and we put all of the food that we could fit in there, like all the new stuff that came from Peapod, because I was not losing all that food, and we kind of just had to like chuck the stuff that was cheap and not worth it, not worth the space in the cooler. So like mayonnaise, pickles, mustard, stuff like that. I wrote it all down. I gotta like replenish our condiments now because our refrigerator looks bare. We need milk because I couldn't keep the milk. I don't even know what I did with my list. Yogurt because Aiden's yogurt went bad. Eggs. We need more bread as usual. Every time I go shopping I have to get bread. Oh, we need ketchup too because we're out of ketchup. I feel gross because we ate like friggin' McDonald's and Taco Bell 3 days in a row because we had to keep, like, downtown still had power and every place was super busy because everybody in town didn't have power. So those of us without a generator, which I really think we need to invest in because this town loses power when a breeze rolls through. And then we're supposed to be getting another storm like this tomorrow, like tomorrow night. We're supposed to be getting heavy wet snow and lots of wind. So we were lucky last time we didn't get snow, but we lost our friggin' power for 3 days. So luckily I'm not super duper behind on work. I'm hopefully gonna be able to keep my spring release at St. Patrick's Day like I wanted to do. And I can announce it now because I've announced it on Instagram that it is Wreck-It Ralph themed. Mostly Vanellope, but like I have a Fix-It setting spray and a Wreck-It makeup remover for Fix-It Felix and Wreck-It Ralph, so I'm excited about that. I actually have some colors from the palette on today. It's like a pink, and this color is my favorite. It's a super dark purpley blue and it's got like green to blue and pink to purple duochrome in it, so it's like this rainbow of colors. My eyes are watering on me today. I'm like all, I don't know why I have like allergy eyes ever since I woke up. Love you. Hi. But yeah, I don't want to blab too much here. This is already 6 minutes long. Oops. Didn't want the flash on and I can't shut it off. Anyways, how cute is this bag? I was so excited that they finally got it back in stock. I got this from Hot Topic and I had seen it and I wanted to order it. It was out of stock for the longest time, and then the other night when I went to reorder those sneakers that I had to return, and they had this back in stock. So I finally was able to get it. It's a mini backpack, so it's not huge, but it's like just the right size for what I want it for what I carry around with me anyway. So Super cute. I just put all my stuff in it. And these are the sneakers. I will show you real quick. They're just like high tops. They kind of look like Converse, but the reason I wanted them is because they have all my favorite little Nicktoons on there and rainbow laces. But my problem was they were listed on the site. They said they were listed in men's sizes, so I got a 7 because I'm a 9 in women's. And the 7s were way too small. So I'm glad that I didn't just get an 8. I went ahead and got a 9 instead, and they fit me perfectly. So they're definitely listed in women's sizes and not men's. They do still have every size available. If you are interested in them, they're on sale right now. They're around $30 instead of like 40 something was the original price. I don't know. But they were super cute. I had to get these, and they're pretty comfortable now that I got ones that fit me and are way too tight. So those are the Nickelodeon, I think they're just called Nickelodeon high tops. I did see that they have blue ones with just Rocco on them, and those are only 18 bucks. I didn't see those at the time I ordered these, but then again, I don't have much clothing that bright blue sneakers are gonna go with, so the black ones were cooler to me. I got this book for Aiden today, so I'm bringing it with me so he can read it on the way home. Dr. Seuss's Book of Animals. They have all these new ones now that, like, they never had these when I was little, so I assume these are, like, newer ones. But the other day he got Dr. Seuss's Book of Colors at Target, and then I saw that Walmart had all these new ones too, so he's obsessed with Dr. Seuss. I think I've said that a bajillion times already, but he'll be excited. So, just to get a lot of work done today. When I got home earlier, after I dropped Aiden off and I went to the store, Steven's grandma was watching TV in the living room, and she went to bed not soon after, so she's been in bed all day again. She can't walk again. But I went in the kitchen, because that's what the first thing I do when I come home with groceries is go in the kitchen, and she hadn't tried to cook anything, thankfully, because like we fed her before we left this morning, so. But there was a trash bag on the kitchen floor about like a third of the way full, and I had to change the trash in the kitchen trash can anyway because it was full. So I was like, oh, she must have cleaned off her her bedside table, like nightstand thing, because Steven keeps telling her, like, you have so much clutter in this room, why don't you like start trying to clean it up, like spring cleaning, and it'll give you something to keep your hands busy during the day. And like, she hasn't done it. She was all, when she was in the nursing home last time, she was all gung-ho that she was gonna come home and entirely tackle her room in like a week and clean the entire thing, which it's a pigsty, and she hasn't done anything. So I was like, oh cool, she's finally started and got a little bit of that done. Nope. I went to take the full trash bag out, and I was gonna just put that trash bag into the trash can so that we could fill it up the rest of the way instead of wasting the rest of that trash bag. I go to like open it up and put it in there. I gagged, fucking full of shit covered diapers. In my head I'm like, why the hell did you bring this into the kitchen and leave it in the middle of the kitchen floor? I am so sick of like no warning like that. Like the other day with her laundry, I'm so glad that I use gloves now to do her laundry, because I would have stuck my hand in there and not realized that she had shit everywhere. So I told Steven that on his lunch break. I'm like, why do we have to deal with her when she's completely incontinent like this? Like, she needs so much more. We need so much more help than what we're getting. She needs constant care now. I keep saying this over and over again, but she's like totally incontinent now. When you're shitting all over yourself and like can't get to the bathroom to pee on time or poo on time, and you're just going in diapers and stuff, and my battery's low now. Well, my phone battery is about to die, so that'll save you from hearing me complain anymore. But just wanted to tell you that, yeah, I had to deal with another poop fiasco today. So luckily, as soon as I saw what was in there, I tied it up and I took it to the trash outside because tomorrow's trash pickup day anyway. So freaking disgusting. No? Say hi.
Hi.
Today is Wednesday. Aiden only has a half day, so I get to take him to school for 2 hours and then bring him back home. I think I'm gonna go to Target after I drop him off. Is my measuring cup that I use for cooking. I should be specific about that because it broke on me. And I have like 6 other measuring cups, but they're all used for when I make like soap and bath and body stuff, so I don't use those for cooking because if I did that, all our food would taste like fragrance oils. So I have to get a new measuring cup or like a set of measuring cups or something so this doesn't happen again. It was supposed to be like a microwave safe, dishwasher safe, everything cup, but it cracked all down the side. I don't know how that happened, but it broke. So I need to get a new measuring cup. And when we went the other day, they had a bunch of Dr. Seuss stuff in the dollar section, so I think I'm gonna grab some more of that for him because they have like these little like repositionable sticker play mats of Dr. Seuss, and he loves doing those, so I'm gonna get him some more if they have more. I bought the last 3 that were there the other day, so I'm not very hopeful that there's gonna be more of them, but they had a bunch of like stamps and markers and stuff with Dr. Seuss characters on them. So Steven's aunt called yesterday and asked his grandma, do you want to go tomorrow because it's supposed to be bad weather? They were predicting all week that we were going to get another bad storm like we had that knocked out the power before, but now the weather is saying like a little bit of rain. So she called her yesterday and asked her if she still wanted to go, and of course his grandma was like, no, let's just postpone it. But I think she was telling his grandma to call and cancel the appointment, and she didn't do it. Like last time, she didn't want to cancel it, she wanted her to do it. And his grandma never knows what's going on with this. So now I don't know if she canceled it or not. He just told her to call her daughter and see if she was the one that canceled it or if she wants her to do it. Because if she wants her to do it, then it's going to be me doing it because she can't freaking hear on the phone. She was complaining, I can't hear on that phone, it's terrible, it's too staticky. I'm like, that phone cost $100 and it is like the best phone for people who are hard of hearing. Even Steven was just like, if you can't hear that, then you need a hearing aid, because if him or I pick up the phone, it's like blasting in our ear, it's so loud. So I don't know why she can't hear it. Obviously she's going deaf too, up on top of everything else. No mess in the bathroom so far today, which is good. But yeah, that's it for my morning. It's gonna be a quick school day, and I have a bunch of labels to make for new soaps that we made, so I'm gonna be busy. So I feel like I didn't film much this week, which might be a good thing because then this will be a normal length of vlog instead of 40 minutes long. I just had to chip all the snow off the car because it was so like rock hard frozen. Aiden didn't have school yesterday because we had a bunch of snow again. And then the sun came out in the afternoon and it's sunny today, so like almost all of it is melted in the backyard. But it was like rock solid on the car. Tomorrow's my uncle's birthday, so we have to go to visit my grandma. And I'm making him cookies today, which I just remembered that I have to do today. I gotta clean the kitchen floor and the bathroom floor when I come home because they have to get done and I haven't done it in like a week and a half. Steven's grandma is just like losing it. She friggin', this morning she was already up when we get up and I was like, she's using the stove again because I can smell it. She cooked something. So we go up there. She's all hunched over the counter because she can't walk. She had, it makes no sense, so I'm gonna try and explain it. She had like the powdered coffee creamer in a bowl, and she kept telling Steven, it's already in the bowl, just pour the coffee in. Which, like, we have a Keurig and we have an electric kettle to just boil water. So he's like, what are you talking about? I thought it was like the powdered cream of wheat that was in the bowl. And she's like, no, my coffee, my coffee. He's like, you're gonna drink coffee out of a bowl? it made perfect sense to her that she was gonna make coffee in a bowl, in a plastic bowl, and drink coffee out of a plastic bowl. I was like, first of all, how are you gonna carry that over to the table without spilling it and burning the crap out of yourself? There would have been coffee all over the floor that I would have had to pick up. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, the dementia is getting worse, and oh my god, it's gonna drive me crazy. So he's got her sitting down at the table. He made her coffee. Then he's like, what did you eat? And she's trying to tell him she had an English muffin. He's like, why are you lying? We don't have any English muffins left. So then she couldn't remember what she had, but she had something. So then I find a friggin' pan in the sink with egg all burnt all over it. I'm like, she made eggs. She just either doesn't want to tell us because she's not supposed to be using the stove, or she can't remember. Like, I'm not going to realize if she uses the stove, you know? I can smell it throughout the whole house. She's not supposed to be using it. I know a couple suggestions in my last vlog was we should put a door on the kitchen or like a gate or something, which is a really good idea. I want to talk to Steven about like putting a door with a lock, and if she doesn't like it, too bad, because we're the ones that have to live there and I'm not having her burn down the house. So it's just it's already been a heck of a morning. I don't really have to do anything today other than like the housework. I have to do some more work, but I don't have to go out anywhere. I cut my own hair the other day, and like the curl has so much more shape to it when my hair is like freshly cut than when it's all down to here. I kind of like, I looked up how to give yourself layers. I have not had like a haircut in a salon in years and years. I need to just get that done, but it was bugging me. I have way too much hair because it grows way too fast. And yeah, I cut it like 4 or 5 inches off, I think it was. It looks even shorter now because the curls are like tighter than they usually are. Put your foot down, sir. So this is, I just finished the label for this, the poured highlighter that I'm doing for the spring collection. This one's called Winter Pop after Adora Beazle Winter Pop in Wreck-It Ralph. She's one of the race car drivers. And this is a poured highlighter, which I've never done before, so it's kind of hard to open it with one hand. Hold on. It's in this little compact, and it's just poured right into here. And it's kind of like an icy pink. Hold on, let me turn on the light so you can see it better. And this one is scented with peppermint. So this is mine, which is why I'm going to stick my finger in it to show you. It's super soft and creamy. So pretty. That's just one little swipe. So, peppermint scented. It's called Winter Pop. It's super duper cute. There was so much stuff that I forgot to talk about from not filming for 2 days. Or, I don't even know when the last day I filmed was, besides this morning. But, there was so much stuff that I forgot to talk about that I just, like, remembered. So, the other day, I think it was yesterday afternoon, yeah, I went to give Steven's grandma her afternoon pills because I always give her lunch and I give her pills because she's supposed to take a bunch of them with food. Like they say it on the thing, make sure you take this with food. So I always just give them to her with her lunch. And she's like, more pills? Are you sure? It seems like you're constantly giving me pills. Like, she's accusing me of giving her too much medicine. And I'm like, this is your afternoon pills. I give them to you every day. I have not given them to you yet today. Like, she has the pill box set up for each day, which just makes it easier for me because I just dump them in a cup and give them to her. Like, that's all I need is for her to, like, finally see her daughter whenever she sees her for this appointment and tell her that I'm constantly giving her medication, because the way her daughter is, she would believe it and then like accuse me of over medicating her, and it would be a huge fight. Like, you come take care of your mother if it's a huge problem. That was another thing that I just mentioned, that appointment. She canceled it again because on Wednesday, it was supposed to be Wednesday, so the day before yesterday, and her daughter kept hearing that we were going to have another nor'easter. So she called her at 1 o'clock that day. Her appointment was at 2. Mind you, it takes an hour to get there in Boston without traffic. Why is this like slowly turning? Aggravating me. So she called her at 1 o'clock to ask her, do you still want to go today? Because it wasn't raining yet or anything. I'm like, if she does that on the day that you guys actually have to go, you're not going to make it in time. So, of course, his grandma said, no, I don't want to go today. I don't feel up to it and everything. So she canceled it again and then called her later that night, and I didn't hear what she was saying, but I know it had to have been something about what day she rescheduled it for and everything. His grandma didn't write anything down, and then Stephen asked her later, so when did Donna reschedule your appointment for? Because we have to know so that we get her ready that day. And she was like, did I talk to her? I don't remember. I don't know if she rescheduled it or not. So I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. This appointment is like the bane of my existence right now. I will be so happy when she finally goes and gets it over with, because nobody ever knows what's happening with it and everything. So now I keep telling Stephen, please text your aunt and ask her if she rescheduled it and what day it's for, because I don't need her showing up and getting pissed off at me that his grandma's not ready. Ugh. And then the other thing was, I was just doing her taxes because she doesn't want me to take her to H&R Block or anything. She doesn't want to leave the house to do anything. So I always do mine and Steven's taxes anyway. I use TurboTax. Last year I did something else. It was Tax Slayer, and I didn't like it as much, so I did TurboTax this year. We already got our tax return back, but I was doing hers, and I realized, like, all this time, I thought that she only had Medicare for her insurance, and she has friggin' Blue Cross Blue Shield, too. So I don't understand why his family is so, like, up in arms over putting her in a nursing home because they think they're going to take all her money when Blue Cross Blue Shield covers a lot of it. Like, this whole time I thought she only had Medicare, and that, yeah, they pay for so much, but then they go after your house and everything else. Like, it makes no sense to me that this is such an issue and she has 2 forms of insurance. So I'm going to have to look into that more and be like, Steven, if there's a way to, like, get her in a nursing home and, like, everything is pretty much paid for, why aren't we doing it? Why are we putting ourselves through this hell? So there's that too. So those were just like the random things I didn't get to mention this morning when I was talking about stuff. I just wanted to blabber a little bit, but I will talk to you guys next week.